Okay, this is lesson 5, cosine law in our trig unit. We're going to start by warming up and solve the triangle below. On your page, I think that the C is missing, so go ahead and put in the C to identify that vertex. If you want, you can treat this as a do now question. Pause the video, see if you can get the answer on your own, and then play the video to see if you get the same as me. Okay, the first thing I notice about this triangle, it is a non-right triangle, so I know I cannot use any of the trig ratios, SOHCAHTOA, and so that means I can use sine law. So I want to find side length A, and so I need the angle across, which I do, and then I need another side length and angle that's across from each other, and I have that. So let's go ahead and we'll write our formula. I'm finding little a, so I'm going to put that on top. So it's A over sine A equals side length B over sine B. Okay, now that I have my formula, let's go ahead and substitute in. So it's A over sine 88 degrees. And then it's 21 over sine 37 degrees. All right, I need to solve for A, and I need to get rid of that divide sine 88. So I'm going to times by sine 88. Whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. So the sine 88 will divide, and I'll be left just with A, and then I'll put in my calculator 21 divide by sine 37 times sine 88 is 34.9 meters. And I rounded that, so I'll put my approximate symbol. All right, let's go ahead and do the next question. So I need to find side length A, and I have an angle across. And then I have this side length, but no angle. And there's no way to find angle C. And I have this side length, and I have no angle B and no way to find angle B. And so the conclusion is we can't solve using sine law. We don't have enough information. So lucky for us, there is another way to solve a non-right triangle, and it's called cosine law. All right, so let's take a look at what the cosine law is. So if I have triangle ABC, we know that the side lengths are going to be little a is across from angle A, little b across from angle B, and little c across from angle C. So the formula for cosine law is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2 times b times c times cos A. So that's for solving side length A. I want to point out a couple things. If we're finding a squared, the other two letters, or the other two side lengths, are what make up the rest of the formula. And whatever is out front, a squared has to be the angle in the back. So that's kind of the pattern that I follow. And I can now use this formula to solve for any side length. So let's say I wanted to solve for b squared. Well, I know that it is just the other two letters, so a and c squared and added together. And then instead of times 2bc, it's going to be times 2ac times cos. And I know it has to be angle b because it matches what's out front. Oops, I didn't want all that to disappear. Okay, and I can do also a formula to find side length c squared. And again, it's the other two letters, a squared plus b squared minus 2bc times cos C. All right, let's practice using the cosine law. So we're going to use the cosine law to find the indicated side lengths in the triangle below. So in triangle ABC, you can see we're solving for side length A. And that means I'm going to use the first formula, a squared equals b squared plus c squared. So always write your formula down because that gets you a mark. You write your formula, and the next line is substitution. So I'm going to go ahead and just put labels. I know 36 is little b, and I know that 26 is little c. And that way I put my numbers in the right spot. So a squared is what I'm finding. B is 36 squared. Plus c value is 26 squared minus 2 times 36 times 26 times cos A, and cos is 53 degrees. Now there's lots of ways to do this in your calculator. You could do it all at once and get an answer. You can do individually, get these answers, and then add and subtract them. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get the answer to 36 squared. So 36 squared is 1,296. And then I'm going to get the answer to 26 squared, which is 676. And now I'm going to do everything that I have underlined right here all in one shot. 2 times 36 times 26 times cos 53. Okay, and when I do that, I get 1,126 point. Now this is not my final answer, so I'm going to keep 3 numbers after the decimal to make sure my final answer is accurate. All right, so now I'm going to add and subtract. So 1296 plus 676 minus 1,126.598, and I get 3,000. Which I think is wrong. Okay, so that gives us 845.402. And then I don't want a squared, I want a, so we know the opposite of squaring is square root. And my final answer is 29.1. And I had to round that number, so I'm going to put an approximate symbol on the equal sign and remember my centimeters. All right, and that's how you use cosine law. Let's try the next question. So this time I'm finding c, so I want my formula to start with c squared. So if it starts with c squared, we know it'll be a squared plus b squared minus 2ab times cos c. All right, let's go ahead and we'll make sure I label the correct numbers. So little a is 22.4 and little b is 14.2. And let's go ahead and put in our substitution. So a, I'm going to put in 22.4 squared plus b is 14.2 squared minus 2 times 22.4 times 14.2. And I'm running out of room. I'm just going to write it up here, and then that is times cos 75. All right, so I am going to do the same thing as I did in the other question. I'm going to get the answer to those 3 calculations that I underlined. So 22.4 squared is 501.76. Whoops, wrote the decimal in the wrong spot. Let's fix that up. 14.2 squared is going to be 201.64. And I'm going to do all of this here. 2 times 22.4 times 14.2 times cos 75 is 164.650. All right, so let's go ahead and add and then subtract, and we end up getting 538.75. Okay, in order to get the side length c, I need to square root to get rid of that square, and the square root is 23.2 meters. And I rounded that 23.2 meters, so we'll put the approximate on it. All right, let's move on over to the other side of the page. Okay, we're going to skip the word problems at the top of the page, and I want you to come down to where it says we can use the cosine law to solve for an angle. So we're going to determine what angle A is, and we can do that because we're given all 3 sides on the triangle. So if I'm going to determine angle A, I can use the same formula. I'm going to show you how you can rearrange the formula in order to solve for angle A. So what I need is I need to have angle A in the formula, and that means I need to use the formula that has A squared is solving for that side length. So a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc times cos A. And there we have a formula that has cos A in it. So now we just need to rearrange for cos A. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this whole term, that's one term, and I'm going to move it to the other side because that'll make the negative 2bc times cos A positive. So I'll have positive 2bc times cos A on the left-hand side. And I'm going to take the a squared, I'm going to move it over to the right. And so I have b squared plus c squared is already there. Subtract a squared. And now to get cos A by itself, I'll just divide by 2bc. Both sides, that cancels. And now I have a formula for cos A. Equals b squared plus c squared minus a squared all over 2bc. Now, I don't expect you to have to do these steps. You'll get a formula sheet and you'll have all the formulas written on it, including the cosine formulas to solve for cos. All right, so now we've got the formula that we want. I'm just going to move some of these red lines so I can see that triangle better. Let's go ahead and solve for angle A. So we'll write our formula we're using, which is what we just rearranged. Cos A equals b squared plus c squared minus a squared, all divided by 2bc. Okay, and let's do substitution. So this is important. I know b is 23, a is 28, and c is 33. It's really important you get the right values. So b is going to be 23 squared plus c is 33 squared, and then a is 28 squared. And that's all divided by 2bc. So that's 2 times 23 times 33. All right, so let's go ahead and solve. So 23 squared is 529 plus 33 squared is 1089 and 28 squared is 784. And that is divided by, in the denominator, let's calculate 2 times 23 times 33, which is 1,518. All right, let's go ahead and we'll add the first two numbers and subtract the last in the numerator. So that is going to be 834, and that's divided by 1,518. And so our next step, I'm just going to write my 5 better. Our next step is to divide those two numbers. And remember, we keep 4 numbers after the decimal. So 834 divided by 1518 is 0.5494. And then we're at our last step. To find angle A, we do cos inverse, which is 0.5494. Okay, and so angle A equals, we do the cos inverse of that number, and we get 57 degrees. And that's how you use the formula. All right, guys, that's the end of the lesson. So I did 2 examples finding side lengths, 1 example finding the angle. Your questions, I believe these are the same questions that's on your outline of your gold booklet. If you have any questions, please message me in Edsby, and have a great day.